One of the best things that you can do in your practice to complete this practice that we're talking about are imaginary innings. I encourage you to do 3 imaginary innings. So what does that mean? That means that I'm actually going to get on the pitching rubber, go through some pitches, have my catcher call signs, and try to get ahead of hitters, working on different counts. So for example, if my catcher calls a screwball on the first pitch and I throw it for a strike on the inside corner, the count goes to 0-1. However, if I throw it for a ball, then the count goes to 1-0. But I want you to challenge yourself. I don't want you to have a big, broad strike zone. I want you to call a fair game, maybe even go up against your worst nightmare of an umpire, so that way you're getting better. But also, this isn't just going to be about counting balls and strikes and going through hitters. This is actually going to try to push you to hit the corners and not throw the ball over the middle of the plate. If you throw the ball with a lot on the white, I want you to count that as if a hitter got a hit off of you. So that hitter goes to first base and you face a new batter. So how this is going to work is that you're going to go up against a lineup. You're going to face a leadoff hitter, then a 2-hole, and then a fake 3-hole, and make sure that you decide what side of the plate is the hitter up there that you're facing. That's going to be important because that might change your pitch calling and your strategy for how you're going to go at that hitter. So why I like this so much is because it talks about pitch counting. That's what it works on whenever you're doing these fake innings. You also have to be really aware of what the counts are. Are you ahead in the count? Are you behind in the count? What pitches would you throw to get ahead in the count? And what pitches are working today? Every day is going to have different pitches that feel good, and there might be some consistent pitches that day in and day out work, but then some other pitches that kind of come in and out. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an example of what this looks like. Something I'm going to think about while I'm doing these fake innings with my catcher is my presence, what I want to look like in a game. And to me, there's a certain presence of taking your time in between pitches and being able to hop onto the rubber and take the signal. So I'd count that one as a ball because I felt like that one I missed too far up. I'm going to go ahead and count that one as a strike because that was a great changeup that I think that my catcher could have framed for me. So the count's 1-1. So their count goes to 2-1, a hitter's count. Okay, so I'm already behind 3-1. I haven't thrown one over the middle of the plate, but I haven't thrown ones for strikes either. Nice, good framing. Full count. Oh, and I walked her. So I walked the leadoff hitter, something that's absolutely dreaded. But when you're doing this, I encourage you to try to throw a strike on the first 2 out of 3 pitches that you throw to every hitter to get ahead. So really make sure that you challenge yourself, and if you throw a pitch over the middle of the plate, count it as if a hitter got a hit off of you. A couple of them might look like this. Yeah, you put a pitch right there over the middle of the plate, go ahead and count that as a hit off of you. But it might not be directly down the middle. Here's another example. So that one would be a little bit up in the zone and a little bit too much on the plate, especially as an outside pitch to a right-handed hitter that can easily get hit. Go ahead and challenge yourself and count that as a hit.